got here is the home screen. This is where we can put in a student's name to keep a record via USB as we plug in the USB port into the machine. So we can track their progress. So simply you would put in their name using the joystick and the select button to select the letters. And then we would hit the green continue button. So these tabs here correlate with the colored buttons down below. Hit the continue. We're going to be running a GMAW weld on a practice plate. So we will select that practice plate. We're going to say GMAW short arc. So we'll hit the continue green button. We're going to set up the stand tree to correlate with what's on this screen, or set up the screen to correlate with the tree itself, and we are set up correctly. We'll hit the continue button. It's going to tell us to make sure that the tree is set up like the machine is. We can choose the virtual environment that we are in. Choose the gas that we're going to be using and the flow rate for that gas. We need to make sure that all of our settings are set up like they should be based on a weld procedure. So I'm going to dial in our wire feed speed based on that WPS and our voltage. Once we hit the check settings button, if it moves on, then we are set up like the WPS would like us to be. So this is the view inside of his helmet. This is the instructor view that shows our parameters and whether we're within standard or not. And then this is an instructor view that we can rotate and view what our students are doing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have our student go ahead and weld. I'm going to turn on a few actions or cues as we're going along. So aim is going to be a green line that's coming out of the end of the gun that shows us our position. Travel and work angles is going to look like a set of crosshairs that he's going to have to maneuver around to be able to hit inside of that target. Contact tip to work distance is going to be a arrow pointing to an H. If we're too close, then it's going to go through that. If we're too far away, it's going to be too far away from that. So what we're actually going to do now is come back. We're going to end that pass, and we're going to choose a new coupon to continue to show the different cues that we can have. Go ahead and continue welding there. Another one that we have is our travel speed. So it's going to work like a little speedometer there. If we go too fast, it'll go in the yellow or the red to the top side. If we're too slow, it's going to go into the yellow or the red, the opposite direction. So those are our visual cues. We can then see on this screen, this is going to tell us how well he was doing on his weld. Right down the middle is going to be ideal, so we got a score of a 92 here. So we've got different colored lines that correlate over here. So position, contact tip, work distance, our work travel angles, and our travel speed. This one here is travel speed was a little slow, so it hit this line here, which gives us discontinuities below that would be the wrong weld size or a convex or excessive reinforcement. So that's just an example of what we can see on the feedback side there.